Hey you guys, so try this formula for building on YouTube. I posted this the other day because I was watching a YouTube growth video and how whether you are choosing to be an entertainer or a teacher, most people are teaching on YouTube. And so I wanted you guys to see that Jupiter in your chart can show you what to teach or the kind of the function and the publishing energy that you want to teach from. For example, somebody who has Jupiter in the fifth house, they could teach like talents. You could teach people how to do certain hobbies, a specific hobby, or you can like execute like a really joyful, jubilant, like version of yourself, like really youthful version of yourself. Or publishing, right? Jupiter represents publishing in the fifth house, might be publishing children's books. Okay, so I wanted to show you how Jupiter can be utilized this way to kind of give you some navigation, especially if you don't know what you want to do, okay? Because if you do know what you want to do, you could still use Jupiter, but you're basically just adding it on to color things. Let me give you another example. For example, if you have Jupiter in the eighth house, the eighth house has to do with like fertility, it has to do with our sexual, like potential competency, our seduction, our athleticism in the bedroom. The eighth house is connected to these things, so it's connected to reproduction. So Jupiter could be somebody that teaches people how to stay healthy so that their libido is up. Or let me think, like really sexy dancing. Depending on the zodiac, you might really be good at that. Jupiter in the eighth house might be somebody who publishes books about healthy ways to keep your libido up or reproduction, strong and healthy. I don't know the terminology, but somebody with Jupiter in the eighth house probably does. See, so where Jupiter is in your chart is kind of showing you the abundance that you have, and usually we flock to it. Similar to Chiron, but Chiron's a little bit more of an Achilles heel, but Chiron and Jupiter are both similar energies in which we usually overuse this energy. So this is why it becomes a teaching energy, because you usually have a lot of experience accumulated in life where Jupiter is in your chart. So example, somebody with Jupiter in the fifth house might have constantly had a lot of hobbies or had a lot of focus on their talents. Or maybe was a startup, or somebody with Jupiter in the eighth house might have had a lot of focus on their power and their sexual power, or how to really transmute their pain, into something powerful. With Jupiter in the eighth house, you're doing that often. It can give you expansion and joy. So these experiences that we have with Jupiter positions us to have certain experiences that kind of color us to enjoy this area of the house. Another example, Jupiter in the 12th house. This placement is really thick, so you could actually get Jupiter reading, so I can go through all of the possibilities with you. But I could also make a worksheet for this. But for example, Jupiter in the 12th house, this is somebody who is really comfortable like laying around, relaxing. They probably spend a lot of their energy into focusing on taking trips or going on destination vacations. They really don't like to work. They enjoy having time to relax and be themselves. So these are people who can teach others how to do this. They could be tour guides. They could be destination guides. They could just be somebody who teaches you how to meditate, if you're stressful, then a Jupiter and a 12th house person might really know how to relieve that, because they have a lot more experiences on the things that work for them. They may even know the best places to go to have rehabilitation, to have a spa day, things like that, to have a lot of hospitality, things like that. So this is the breakdown for Jupiter in the houses. Again, the zodiac colors it more. If you guys would like for me to make worksheets on this, let me know, because I didn't do that. But I do have a audio available on the site if you'd like for me to look at your Jupiter house placement, zodiac placement, and aspects to it to help you with either categories of publishing, teaching, expansion experiences. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.